it.
Welcome to Talk Law Radio with attorney Todd Marquardt of the Marquardt Law Firm at marquardtlawfirm.com.
Welcome to Talk Law Radio. I'm Todd Marquardt. On the radio, on podcasts everywhere, on Facebook Live, and on YouTube. Also, go to talklawradio.com where you can post a question or offer to be a sponsor. Today, we're going to be talking about home care and elder law. But first, I want to remind you that our mission is to help you discover your legal issue blind spots by listening to me talk about the law on the radio. Shannon, I want to introduce you again first to the listeners. How are you encouraging the community this week?
I've been working a lot with Blue House, BLU, down on Commerce. Really great organization. They're doing really valuable work. If anyone's looking for a way to get involved with the community and really invest somewhere that's healing the community, I highly recommend Blue House. BLU is how they spell it. Hey, in your little intro, you left out TikTok. You're on TikTok also, yes? How's TikTok going?
I left TikTok
Really?
because of the CCP.
Wow.
I didn't want them monitoring my
Have they noticed?
data.
Have they noticed your boycott of TikTok?
I don't know.
Yeah.
And there's some uncertainty there with whether the U.S. government is going to allow TikTok to exist.
True, good point.
But I did hear that there were some offers by big media businesses to buy TikTok, so I think they're still working on that.
Interesting. Wow, cool.
So you're still preparing for the event next month for Blue House?
It's on September 25th, and it's our second annual, and we did one before, last year. But we're trying to make it a little bit bigger so then new things come up, new things that we didn't really have to consider last time. It's been a really interesting, and I feel good about it. I think it's going to be fun. September 25th at Chicken N Pickle. So please come, everyone that is in the area and can come.
Yeah, great. So now I want to introduce Jeremy Farber with Home Instead of Boerne and New Braunfels.
That's correct. Yes,
Welcome
sir.
to the show.
Thank you very much.
We're supposed to be talking about home care, Shannon.
Yes, sir. Please forgive my distraction.
Well, it sounds like Blue House. You have a house involved, so.
There you go. You see?
There you go. They do.
Jeremy backs me up.
They do some kind of care there for kids.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah, they do a rehabilitation when families are fractured. It's really good. So let me talk about that for the next 5 or 10 minutes.
So Jeremy, tell us, what is home care and what is the population that you serve?
Sure. So home care, and people, first of all, I'll tell you the differences in home care and home health, because when we started looking into businesses and we looked into home care, I couldn't tell you the difference between home health and home care. And that's very common that we have to define it and help people understand the differences. So home health is considered skilled nursing. And so physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech, things of that nature. Home care is primarily help with activities of daily living. That's where we really spend the bulk of our time providing care. Things like bathing, grooming, dressing, toileting, meal preparation. And on one end of the spectrum, we have companionship. So very easy care where we're there, we're spending time with somebody, maybe playing cards and just being a companion, all the way to end-of-life care, where a client would be on hospice, maybe bedbound, and death is imminent, and we get a chance to spend time with them in their final hours, and providing family respite and being the caregiver so the family can be family and not have to be the caregiver.
Tell us a little bit about how you evolved into this business. You had some caregiving experience early on in your life, and the same with your wife. Tell us about how that happened.
Yeah, you may have to cut me off because I can talk for a while, but during COVID, so I'll tell you, I'm in my third career. So I started as a college baseball coach. I did that for 10 years, loved it, loved the game of baseball. I got to coach my son after I quit coaching professionally throughout his entire career. Now he's in college playing. And
How cool.
so after 10 years of doing that, I needed a more family-friendly occupation, got into sales, and during COVID was let go by a company. And I had been thinking about business ownership for quite some time, and so got into looking into businesses, evaluating businesses. And my wife and I sat down and we came up with a list of things that were absolutes. Like, what do we need in a business? And the number one thing was we had to serve people. Serving people had to be at the center of whatever business we did. And when we looked into home care, that's 100% of what we do.
Right.
We
What a
don't
good
deal
fit.
with widgets.
Yeah.
And, we not only serve our clients, but we get an opportunity to serve all of our employees. And we have a lot of employees, and primarily caregivers. So we love that, and we serve. That's what we do. But I had to reflect as I was evaluating businesses. When I came across home care, I was like, wait a second, I've done this. Mm-hmm. I took care of an elderly gentleman once a week when I was in college. I'd just go to his house, and essentially it was like, okay, all you're going to do is take him to the country club. And then when I got there, they were in their 80s. His wife was like, well, can you help him? He needs to go to the restroom. Can you help him with this? And I'm like, wait, I didn't get trained on this. Like,
Right.
This wasn't part of the deal. But it was so rewarding to be able to help them maintain dignity and do some things that he wasn't able to do on his own. Mm-hmm. And his
Wow.
wife couldn't help him.
Right.
So I won't go into all the details, but it was extremely rewarding. And so as I reflected on that, it really solidified our decision to get into home care.
And your wife had some experience as well.
She did, yeah. She, in college, she worked for a family that had a child that was young, fairly young, but he couldn't see, he was blind, and probably had some other special needs as well. But that actually led her to go into special education, and she got a degree in special ed.
Does she work in the business with you?
A little bit. We call her the CFO. So my staff, if they're watching, they're going to be laughing because she's the Chief Fun Officer.
Oh, I see.
So she's in charge of engagements and things that we do with our key players, and she helps with our quarterly trainings, quarterly caregiver meetings. Mm-hmm. So yeah, she's active, but she has her own business. She's an education advocate. So she helps families that have special needs children navigate the education process.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's great. Shannon, in just a minute or so, tell us what your thoughts or experience with caregivers or older people that need care.
Well, I'm just blown away by his answer. I'm a little hyper-focused on that. That was an amazing answer. Mm-hmm. What a valuable profession. I mean, yeah, I agree with everything that he said, and it does make me think of family members that we've cared for, mm-hmm. and it makes me think of my parents and just how grateful that couple must have been that you were there, the one that you were talking about when you were a young man. Isn't that interesting how it came out later?
Yeah, full circle.
Yeah.
I forgot about it. And the interesting thing is, I think, although I think he may agree with you that it was valuable.
Yeah.
I would say that I got way more out of that
Wow.
than he did. And I think our caregivers express the same thing, when they tell us about their experiences.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's necessary to have people that feel that way. I mean, you wouldn't want to just hire somebody off the street who wanted a job.
Right.
You want to hire somebody that loves to provide care.
That's it. There's more of a mission.
And
That's one of the fruits of the Spirit, that's mentioned in the Bible. I don't know what verse that is, but I've heard of it. So before we go to a break, I want to talk about a book that I'm going to give away. All you have to do is call 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867, and ask Jeremy Farber owner of Home Instead in Boerne and New Braunfels, a question about caregiving. I'll tell you about the book in just a minute. Stay tuned.
This has been Talk Law Radio with attorney Todd Marquardt, brought to you by the Marquardt Law Firm. You can learn more at marquardtlawfirm.com. And be sure to listen to the full Talk Law Radio show Saturday mornings at 11 on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
Each week, attorney Todd Marquardt talks about the law. His mission with the Talk Law Radio show and podcast is to help you discover your legal issue blind spots. In the beginning, God had one law. Don't eat from the fruit of that tree. Then came the 10 Commandments. Now we have federal, state, and municipal lawmakers that won't stop creating new laws. Laws that might impact you without you knowing it. Listen to the show and drop a line on Facebook or email host@talklawradio.com and let the host know what you think of the show, the topics you want to hear, and whether you want to be a guest.